I'm not blinding everyone, am I?
All right, we've just started. Thanks, Rana. No, you're not blinding everyone. Hello, hello, internet friend. Welcome to another episode of 20s for Days, where five dickheads get together and roll virtual dice and role play like beasts. I'm Nathan, and I'll be your dungeon master this evening. And as usual, I'll get my wonderful players to introduce themselves. So, to my immediate left on my side of the table, we have Addy.
I am Addy playing Captain Malag, awesome captain of the Seagull Trashbin.
Immediately to his left would be Jake.
Playing Brick, champion, fighter, hero of the people, quartermaster, first mate, well-oiled machine.
Sitting across the virtual table from Addy is Jay.
Hey, I'm playing Ulfednar Beta. I'm a Wolven fighter. Very bad history of relationships with women.
No.
And immediately to Jay's left is Rana.
I'm Rana, total idiot, playing Gilly. Total idiot. Nice to meet you all.
There we go. No dragon inside. All right. So when last we saw our heroes, the longship of Captain Otsana, the Frost Dancer 2, had arrived to pull alongside the Seagull Trashbin. A squirrel man thing standing on the side, looking over towards the trash bin, and calls out, "G'day, mates. How are ya?" Much to Ulf's disgust. Ulf opens the conversation and introduces Captain Malag to Simon, the first mate. That. Hang on. Whoa. Stating that Otsana is indisposed. And they're both a little passive-aggressive towards one another. Ulf leads Simon to the captain's quarters as Captain Malag asks Milo to keep his peepers out. Simon and Ulf get a quick chance to have a cheeky catch-up before any sort of conversation is had between the captain and quartermaster of the other ship. Ulf gives a quick update to Simon on how he was captured and spent 3 years in prison and how he managed to escape. Simon ends up discussing with Captain Malag that as to what assistance was required. Captain Malag gives a brief outline of how they need help and how Simon agrees to have a dinner sorted for the two captains and have a small contingent of their crew come over to the Seagull Trashbin. Captain Malag requests from Zephyr a special dinner, and he cracks into it. And Malag asks Mr. Brick to make sure all the crew is on their best behaviour. Bim, lovable Bim, is still getting comfortable with her new form. Ulf decides it's probably time to have a wash. And he ends up speaking to multiple crew members, but Genevieve, and asks for something that will make him smell nice. Genevieve instructs Ulf on how to use it, and then he leaves. Ulf shortly realizes he needs a mirror and proceeds to ask around the crew, and they all point him back towards Genevieve again. Ulf skulks back and requests to borrow a mirror, which she provides. Ulf has a little bit of a moment where he washes and preens himself, and doesn't notice the entirety of the crew standing behind him watching him do it all. At 6 bells that evening, Simon escorts a very, very pregnant Captain Otsana aboard the Seagull Trashbin. Malag and Otsana meet to discuss how they can help one another. They discuss the mission and settle on a 65-35 split of the spoils, and Otsana agrees to provide assistance. Afterwards, Otsana asks Malag about the crew, his captaincy, and Ulf. After dinner, Malag escorts Otsana back to the Frost Dancer 2. During dinner, Gilly just silently chills out for most of the session last week, and just gauges the Frost Dancer's crew. Just mostly checking to see if there's any spellcasters, but they were mainly warriors. All while that was going on, Ulf had snuck across onto the Frost Dancer 2 and into Otsana's cabin, hidden and lying in wait. He waited for Otsana's return. She obviously surprised him with her pregnancy, and then the other paw drops, and as Ulf realizes that Otsana and Simon are partners, and Simon is the father, they talk of the last day they saw each other, which was 10 years ago, and there's a discrepancy between their perceptions of events. Captain Malag, Gilly, and Ulf discuss what a wolf and squirrel baby would look like. By all reports, it would look pretty strange. And they talk about Brick seeming to step away from combat and doing his own thing rather than fight with the crew. In the end, Captain Malag became aware that Brick's shovel is magical, but Malag had a cheeky chat to Brick about losing his ability to eat. So basically last week, Brick was he ended up just dribbling everything down his front. Like, he just couldn't consume what was going on. He's like, oh, yeah. Brick said that all food just tastes like shit at the moment, and he then tests a couple of ways to eat, but nothing works. Liquid went down all right. And then Brick, meanwhile, during that conversation, Brick said that he can talk to the shovel and that he can totally put it down, but he's physically unable to. And that is where we left off. So, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do, because Jake was definitely here last week to play his character, and he remembers everything that happened. Take it away, Malag, as you are mid-conversation with Brick about the shovel.
So, why can't you put it down, Brick?
I can put it down.
Well, you say you can, but you can't,
Yeah.
Brick.
Yeah, I can. Totally can.
Put it down there, mate.
Just here?
Yeah, just there. Put it down.
Just here. In this spot right here.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Done. Did you see that?
Yeah, now just let's try another one. Put it that was great. As
Thank
always, Brick. You know, you don't do things by halves. So how about this time? Tell you what, why don't you just put it on the table and then, wave to me with that hand that that you let go with, and give me a cheeky wave. And I'll wave now. Look, see, I'm waving too.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, go.
Put it down and then I'll wave.
Uh,
Bang, bang, bang.
yeah, I don't know what you think that looked like, mate, but all I can say is lucky we don't have candelabras or anybody tall at the moment. Where did you find this shovel? It's got an interesting magic to it.
Oh, you just stumble upon these things in crypts.
In a crypt.
In a crypt.
Right. And it talks to you.
Yeah, no, he's a good bloke.
I'm sure he is. Do you not have a concern the fact that you can't let it go?
Well, I mean, I used to,
But then
now we're buds, so now we're good.
Ah. Okay. So is he kind of like your own little crew member?
I've never thought of him that way.
Or is he more of a captain?
No, I'm the captain.
Oh, yeah?
You're the captain.
Oh,
I'm
thanks,
not the captain.
mate.
You're the captain.
I mean, it's funny because I've never been one to like giving out orders. Um, um, and I've noticed a few times, Brick, lately, you've been appearing to want to do your own thing, and that's all cool and fine. But like in the middle of something important, crucial, when we need you to do what you do, you kind of just go off and do your own thing.
Well,
What?
isn't that what I do?
Well, yeah, yes and no. For the sake of
I mean, I fucked that captain up.
you did, but at the cost of perhaps Bim's safety.
I mean, that's a bit extreme.
It is a bit extreme because Bim died.
Which I was sad about.
Were you?
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. Luckily, Bim's back and Bim's hot, which is very weird. But you know, that's a thing we'll work out later. I mean, it's weird. But anyway,
It's my phone.
so can you run me through the scenario of what happened when you went over ever so quietly to the Drow elf ship, and I believe you used the term Wooshka. What made you just leave our defensive line?
Well, I mean, I was about to hit the drow that were coming towards me, and all of a sudden, I was over at the captain, giving him a whooshka.
Because look, I'm not going to deny it. I remember when you smashed that goblin. Remember that goblin? Sorry, that gnome in the alleyway.
Yeah, that was a whooshka.
Yeah, but that was one Wishka. That was just one. This was like 8, 9. One, I was impressed that he could stand up after one, and two, I was very impressed at. Well, actually, no, I'm quite horrified at the results because there was a lot of blood, and not much of anything else, which was very. Not seen that before. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it was pretty impressive, wasn't it?
It was. It was. I think
Yeah.
I wake up screaming some nights, but that's something else, I guess. We'll worry about that one later. Because I was behind you at the time, or behind him rather, and I had a very different point of view.
Yeah.
And you were... Yeah, anyway.
It's what we call the splatter zone. The splash zone.
Well, I guess I was 100% in the splash zone, because I wore it. I can still taste it. Anyway, I just have a worry that it's going to happen again, and I seem to keep chasing myself in trying to make sure these events don't happen and we don't have people die.
Well, I mean, I'm not the only one in this crew that's kind of disappeared and done their own thing, and you know, we've got the word of the ship now, and we're a bit more united, and I don't think it will happen again.
Awesome. That's good enough for me. I just want to make sure that's all, Brick. Because don't get me wrong, by large and far, 99.9% of the time, you've done your best to be with us and to help out. And for that, I really do appreciate it. Like you've taken some big hits on behalf of the crew that most of us couldn't take. Like when I first met you, and you went and decided to punch a fire elemental. I mean, one, who does that? Two, that was amazing also. So look, yeah, it was good. But I think it's important that we learn how to fight together, so that we can cover each other when these things happen. So you were there the other day when Wraith and Ulf came up with the idea of running drills and trying to. I think it'd be really helpful if you were also an integral part of that to help. I guess if we can fight around you, so that I don't know that when you go walkabout. Look, to be honest, I'd really prefer it if you didn't go walkabout. And if you give me your word that you're going to try and not go walkabout, I'll take it. Don't just
I
nod.
will try.
Say, yep, there we
I will
go.
try. Yeah.
But like you and Ulf are like two of the best fighters I've seen in a long time. So if you guys can really sync up in some form of style and show everybody else how to fall in that line, then we should be good.
Sounds good.
Good work. So
Very good.
You and the shovel are a thing.
Well, I mean, we're not a thing.
No,
we're a
but
thing.
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens if all your body turns into that?
Hey.
Well, the black stuff, as Kaskri said, the word he used was necrotic. That word means it's dead or dying. So what if all your body goes black and scaly rather than brass and scaly?
Well, I mean, that doesn't sound great.
No. Just as long as
I'll talk to the shovel about it later.
All right. Well, look, don't get me wrong. You seem healthy and strong, so, you know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much, right?
Yeah.
Just food for thought.
Yeah, nah, she'll be right.
Should be right. Yeah. Nah, yeah.
Speaking of food,
Yeah.
Zephyr's a little shit,
Well,
as we know.
you say
Yep,
that.
yep,
He
yep.
cooked a cracker meal.
He did. Can you please ask him to blend everything for me?
Oh, okay. Is this like the protein shake thing you're gonna?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, bit of a health kick.
Yeah.
Everything's
Gains
healthier in blended form.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have
So
to
I've been
try
told.
that.
So they say.
I mean, I could probably lose. I'd give it a... Anyway, yeah. I'll go have a chat with Zephyr now.
Thank you.
No worries, Mr. Brick. Good chat.
Good chat, as you were.
Every time. Every goddamn
I
time.
awkwardly trundle out towards Zephyr.
All right. So you walk in through the mess into the kitchen. Hello, Mr. Captain Malaxa.
Hello,
How can I
Zephyr.
help you?
I've just had a cheeky chat with Mr. Brick.
Yeah, oh, yes.
And you remember how we had that scenario where he just kept letting all that food fall out into...
Yes.
Yep. We're going to
Very
try
disrespectful.
the super... Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, we're going to try like some super protein shakes. Can you just like liquidize the shit out of every meal for him? And just serve it in a bucket
How?
or something?
I mean, curry is basically liquid.
Yeah, I know. Just like cook it until it's almost mush and then just mush it a little bit.
I can try.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do my best.
I
How
know
about
you
we
will.
make him pay for this?
Sorry?
How about we make him pay for this? Just as a laugh.
You say that. Look, he's kind of in a moment, and I wouldn't want to push him over any lines. Like we're just dancing at the moment, trying to gauge a few things. So let's
Just dancing.
yeah.
Okay.
No coins.
Just
No
dancing.
Pay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No tricks.
Not going. Okay.
Because I don't
Got
have
it.
to explain anything to your dad.
That's fine.
All right. Do a round. See how everybody is.
Yep. What is Gilly doing?
Probably making sure he looks nice and shiny. We've still got
Just-
guests. Still need to look good.
Yep. So I think all their crew is back on their ship.
I
Well,
think so.
then I'll be reading star charts.
Okay.
Still
Ulf.
frantically want to get home.
Yep. Oof, what are you up to, buddy?
Just pacing around in my living area. Just
In your like small portion of like the crew's quarters.
yeah, just like bumping into other people's hammocks and stuff like that. Simon, and she fucks Simon. That's Simon.
That's so good. All right. Is there anything you're specifically looking for, Malak?
No, just doing a bit of a wander. Haven't done a wander in a while, so just a little
Okay.
wander around the boat.
So basically, both ships are like together, and you're sort of just like almost sort of just anchored in the one sort of spot, as anchored as you can be in space.
Yep.
And yeah, both ships are quiet. A lot of
Okay.
people have sort of, had the feast, and they're all got full bellies, full of good food, full of good drink. Everyone's sort of retired back to their quarters.
All right. I will try and
Zephyr
find.
has been kind of cleaning a bit.
Has he? I try to find if our stuff, like all the tables and whatnot, are still up on the main deck. I'd call Vinzu and the rest to pack it all away, make it all normal again. And while
Yep.
doing that, I might just try and find Bim.
Okay, make a perception check. You don't seem to find her.
I really got to figure out some sort of call system. All right, I pull out. I pull out the gem and concentrate.
Yep. You concentrate hard, and you see Bim. Are you concentrating on Bim
Mm-hmm.
through the prism? You see Bim hiding in the crew quarters.
Where she normally sits.
No, that's normally where you found her before has been in the cargo hold.
Oh, that's right. All right. All right. I shall cheekily
Hiding quite well.
try to
In
stealth
behind some
down.
barrels and stuff. Yep.
Oh, that is poo. I'm gonna burn
That
an
is
inspo.
poo.
Bugger it.
For a
This better be
stealth
worth
check?
it.
That's probably won't be. Go for it.
23.
Ulf, make a perception check
Certainly.
as you are down there too.
Yeah, I mainly just wanted to roll, not so much to sneak up on Bim this time, but not alert whatever Bim's looking at.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you go down there, and Bim's quite well hidden in behind some luggage and barrels and stuff. He's just like, because I believe you gave him a task to find out something about Vinzu's diary.
Yeah, if she could.
You think if you walk down into the crew quarters, you look around, you see Ulf pacing, you see like Genevieve in a hammock, and you see a bunch of crew members, most of them kind of retiring because they're just knackered from partying hard. And you sort of, where she is, and it's like close to Vinzu.
Yep.
And she's trying to do her task,
Okay.
but Vinzu's still up.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to sneak over to her and just sit quietly with her.
Okay. You do so. Get down there with your 23. You sort of get in behind through the shadows, and you sort of sneak down and into where Bim is. But it's pretty tight. Like you like when the closer you get, you're like, I'm not going to be able to hide there. That's absurd.
Yeah.
Like Bim's found a good spot for Bim, like small
Yeah.
elven girl or teenager.
Just thinking to send her a message, but I can't. Hold on. No, I can't. It'll wait until later. All right, I'll just sneak back out, go to my quarters, and wait.
Cool. And we'll go to sleep, or
Actually, I'll just I'll go see Gilly, and we'll just do some star chart stuff.
cool. No worries. All right. So night becomes day. Space becomes space. Everyone has a sort of long rest. Morning comes, and Simon with a couple of guards come over onto your ship. As you know, everyone's sort of out there doing their job, preparing to set sail, sort of thing. They know, like, Zephyr got everything away from the party. He sort of comes over, and I don't know where you are, but he's looking for Captain Malag.
Yep. Well, if he's like, because I imagine I'd get up fairly early out of force of habit, and knowing that they're going to be back on the boat again, or probably talk to them at some point, I keep the disguise up of jacked version of Malag, and I'll just hang around the deck, and if he comes over, I'll say
he does.
hello.
He comes over. He says, "G'day, mate. How are you?"
Good, Simon. Good. I mean, you could call me Captain Malag, but that's fine. Mate's fine.
Good on you. So, mate, what time we gonna set sail?
As soon as possible.
All right, we'll get our ship. Our ship's basically ready to go. So, when you're ready to go, we'll head off.
All right. Let's do it. I shout out to Mr. Brick to get all things ready for speed, and we put Euphemia on the helm, and she can.
Yep. Yeah. You hear this echoing. Hey.
Showing me up in front of Simon, you bastard.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And he sort of like goes around and starts like barking orders at people. Mostly telling Vinzi to do something. Hey, Ulf, what are you doing? We gotta set sail.
I'm still pacing down the bottom. I've been doing it all night. I didn't really rest.
All right, so he's come downstairs looking for you. Hey, Ulf, come on, we're about to set sail.
Switch.
Get up on deck.
Set sail. But
I really like this squirrel bloke. He's all right. Let's go.
Simon. Sort of storm up on deck.
Okay, he goes with you. He sort of like storms too. Yeah, he gets up on deck and he's sort of telling Billy to do stuff, telling Milo to do something. He's just barking just orders. Like
Random things.
Yeah, people are in the wrong position. Is that he's just like, yeah, Milo, go. Hey, Milo, do the rigging, and he'll be like, you want me to do rigging, boy? He's just got everyone in like the wrong sort of just adjacent positions.
Yeah.
Close.
All right.
Close.
Yeah, he is close. Brick's doing a good job. And we now officially know, and it's been canonized, that he doesn't mind Simon. Because I accidentally just canonized it right then.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
So, yeah, that's it.
Who Simon is the next question.
Simon's
All
the
right.
squirrel, isn't he?
Yay, best mates.
Hey!
He's
Best
done it.
mates.
Old mate.
Yeah. So they jump back on their ship and they've just dropped their mainsail, getting ready to go.
Yep.
After you, mate.
All right. I tell Euphemia to punch it.
Hey, Ulf. See you over there, mate.
It's funny because he's a squirrel.
I quickly cast my echo and trade places with it, and I'm like right up in his face. On his.
Oh.
I know it was you, you bastard.
Oh, g'day, mate. Nice trick. I approve. You know it was me. What did I do?
You left me.
Other than Otsana, you know what I mean?
I grab him by the throat.
Holy shit, you won the whole crew. Stands up. Okay.
I grab my. I quickly look for my suitcase. Oh, there it is.
So you grab Simon by the throat
Yeah.
as the whole crew gets up and they are grabbing weapons. He's like, this is a poor choice, mate.
I'm not squeezing him or anything like that. I'm just holding him by the throat. I'm like, I knew it was you that left me there to die, and you told her lies.
And as you do that, you feel like right at your crotch, you feel like a pointy object. Like a metallic pointy object.
Okay.
Not a fleshy one, a metallic one.
PG-13 people.
He sort of like just pulled a dagger out and just put it at your nutsack sort of thing. He's like, mate, next move's on you. You think Otsana's going to like it if she finds out about this? You're doing it in front of the whole crew. You're smarter than this. Come on.
You and I, we're going to have a reckoning one of these days, boy.
But not today. Because you know the power of the Frost Dancer. And she'll take your ship like the Trashbin.
It's only because of her you're still alive. I'm going to drop him down.
Yep. And you do anything? Or you stay there because the crew's crowding in on you. Picking up shields.
I
Hand
move
weapon.
and stand next to the echo, waiting.
I echo back across.
Yeah.
I look down at Ulf because I'm 7 foot now.
I look up at Malag.
Ulf. What was
Captain.
that?
Have you ever wanted to crush someone's windpipe so badly?
Oh, immensely. Immensely. But I'm in control of myself.
Have you ever been left to die in an elven prison
No,
by someone who then stole your wife?
but my
Told-
entire race was subject to slavery.
Oh, not this again.
Holy shit.
That little rodent over there took my woman for his own. Do you see this? And I sort of like reach underneath the gown collar, and I sort of just thumb out a tiny.
When you touch that collar, when you touch that collar a little bit, some red lights start flashing.
You see this? And I show him the little band.
Yep.
Okay.
They go out.
That means that we belong together. That means that I'm hers and she was mine. That not even death would separate us. And now she's about to have little mutant offspring with that rodent.
They're gonna be weird looking.
I know that. She's supposed
I
to
don't
have my
think they're
litter.
gonna live one. They're probably gonna die.
She was supposed to have my litter, not his.
Yep.
And he's rubbing it in my nose.
It's at this point that Otsana comes on deck and he's eyeing Ulf the whole time, and he sort of walks over and puts his arm around her and stuff.
Now you see here, Ulf.
You see that little fucking see that shit?
I do. And you know what we're gonna do?
Gonna kill him.
At the moment, no. You and I are about to smile and wave. So smile and wave. Just do that. I don't give a shit whether
See
you
you
like
over
it or
there,
not.
mate.
Smile and
will not-
wave. Just smile
I
and
will
wave.
not smile and wave while that bastard.
Do you know
take-
why? Because it's showing him that you're not an angry man over this. And if he thinks that you're not what
I am
you
an
are,
angry
I'll fucking
I
grow
am
a
angry.
sack off. Man up. We're going to pretend we're all happy friends. And then when you
And then we're gonna kill him.
claw out his heart from his anus, then he'll be surprised.
When?
Well, when we get there, when you don't pull shit like that for starters, we're about to fucking finally do the last leg that we need, and you pounce onto their bait and grab him by the throat? Again, not cool, Ulf. Not cool. And I understand you're angry. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But now's not the time. We're almost
Wanna know
there.
a
So
secret?
smile and wave. Smile and wave and pretend everything's okay. Because then, when you get to claw out his heart, it's going to be a million times better. Because at the moment, he thinks I'm chastising you and making you do it. But that's not the case. So smile and wave. Smile and wave and make it. Let him think something's going on that he doesn't know what's really going on. It's a game. We're playing a game. Smile and wave, Ulf. If you don't smile and wave, we lose the game. Smile and wave.
Promise I get to kill him.
Well, I hope so. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like a little bit of that too, but smile and wave. Yay!
Yay!
See, Gilly's on board. Smile and wave. Oh, there's Brick! Hey! That was just a joke. Yay! Smile and wave. Man up. Come on. Hey! Yay! Hey, Simon! Simon! Yay! Don't forget to smile. Hey! Don't see a smile.
We did it, lads. You guys owe me.
See? Told you.
Sort of walks over and starts collecting gold off of like all the crew members.
See, so now he thinks that I've chastised
Ulf.
you, but really I haven't.
Ulf, good news. Now when you kill him, you get more money.
Oh, that's a bonus.
I've already stormed off downstairs. I can't hear anything. My blood's in my ears. Going downstairs.
He seems upset.
So
All right,
No.
so
from the lower decks, you just like in the cargo hold sort of area, you just do rodent bastard.
When
And wave.
Smile and wave loudly, people. We don't want them to hear.
all right, as the trash bin sort of makes a little bit of distance away from the frost dancer.
man, what a cunt.
Yeah, Jesus, makes its way up towards the nearest sort of spell jamming freeway, so to speak. And the frost dancer that comes in behind, slipstreaming, and off you go. So we're gonna see if any events happen in the meantime. But you are 4 days. You know for a fact you're about 4 days out from your target.
So
Spell
close
jamming
I can
across
feel
the
it.
universe.
Gilly.
Yes.
Deer in the headlights. Curious. Spell-wise.
Yes.
Are you prepared for what we're about to do?
Shit ton of fire, Captain!
Here's hoping, but at the same time, I'm just an instinct. I think we need to try and be quick. So, I think the Frost Dancer 2 is going to hopefully just hit them with everything they got, create the opening for us to get on board, and we're looking for an 8-foot tall, huge cylinder of lead. Now, I have no idea how we're going to get it back other than Brick and Vinzu.
Is this... You said cylinder, Captain.
Yeah.
We can roll it.
Jesus. Yeah, we can. That's a good idea. Anyway, but I just double check your spells for me. Just make sure you got everything for combat and whatever it takes to.
Just blasting spells that. Well, I'm not chucking them now, but I'm just putting them in.
I'm trusting your judgment, Gilly.
These are all I can do, Captain.
So much fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire. But just be prepped. Just be ready. I'm thinking mainly your fire focus, but if you've got anything that you think might be handy to move this thing.
Unfortunately, I cannot cast Reduce, nor do I have the skill to cast Tensor's Floating Disc, as fun as that is. However, I can cast Haste.
Handy.
Who do you want it on? If necessary.
I would say Brick. But I'm
Please
not opposed
note-
to it.
Please note, I will be stingy with my one cast of Haste, because that's one cast of Fireball that I can't use.
Agreed. And we
I
are
like
gonna need a big hole. You don't have anything that can. Oh no, it's in lead. All good.
I got Mage Hand. Dancing Lights.
No. I was gonna say detect, but it's covered in lead, which
Only
makes-
Dispel Magic.
that might be handy, but
Again, that's a
Yeah.
cast of Fireball that Gilly can't use.
I know. We'll keep that one right in the back pocket. Last
Gilly
ditch
likes
effort.
Fireballs. Really likes
Fireball's
Fireballs.
really good. Just don't fireball our ship this time, or the Frost Dancer, please. Bad Gilly. Very bad Gilly.
Or what if I just happen to hit a squirrel? Happen. Totally by accident.
Only if it's on their boat, and only if nobody else sees it.
If it's accidental and he happens to be too close to another enemy and he happens to look like a naked Morad at the end.
Possibly, but also think, if he lives, what are the repercussions to the Seagull Trashbin and its crew?
That's why, hypothetical, totally an accident. Most certainly only if you were in combat surrounded by a bunch of people that potentially would have been Gilly's actual target.
Yeah, right. And okay, we'll go with that. Good chat. I'm glad we had it.
I'm a good kobold! Dragon thing!
Good
What the
dragon,
hell am
Gilly.
I?
Good dragon.
Existential crisis,
Yep.
I don't know what I am.
And I just try to catch Bim at some point in 4 days.
Yep. Easy to do. So over the next sort of 4 days, it is uneventful. Overall, but you'll catch Bim at some point. Whether or not is in the same place as you found her last is unlikely.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure I'll catch her at some point and just say hello, find out what the goss is and where she's been.
I've been all over, Captain.
No doubt. What have you learnt?
Ulf is a mad dog.
Very
Not
angry
in a
at the moment.
good way.
No,
Just an angry
very
dog.
angry, very angry. Understandably,
Yeah.
bit of a life change.
I couldn't get a hold of Vinzu's diary yet.
It's all right. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. That one, I'm okay with. Did you learn anything about the other crew?
I couldn't successfully get over there in the window.
That's
but
right.
I'll keep trying.
Yeah, all good. All good. You're all right.
Yeah, I like this new body. I feel faster, and I feel like I could stab more people in the gums, and yes, I just feel stronger.
Awesome.
And she looks just physically
Physically.
looking like at the body, it looks like a much stronger body than Bim's old kobold body.
Yeah. All right. In some of the downtime, Bim, when you're not hiding behind some barrels watching, don't forget you're part of this crew, and you should be talking with people, and not hiding away all the time. We're not spying. We're just trying to learn things.
Okay.
And at the same time, I want you to come to my cabin in the morning, and I'll teach you some philosophies and theories about Sardior.
Okay. Alright. I go chat with people. She runs off. Hi, Brick!
Bim!
What's going on?
It's squat time, Bim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get on it. 1.
Are you doing them?
Fuck yeah, I'm doing them. I never stop doing them.
Alright. Let's are we just are we just gonna go until we burn out?
Yes.
Con check.
Yes.
Make a con check. We'll just see who
Foolish.
outlasts who.
Shit, I believe I've got my character sheet open.
Oh my god, what
Ah,
if
here we
Jim
go.
wins?
It could happen.
Oh god.
Oh, that was terrible.
That was terrible.
Bim won. I'm way good at
So
this.
proud.
Bim wins and Bim just legs it off.
As you were.
Captain! I want to squat off with Brick!
High five.
He just runs around. He runs around the whole boat, or the whole ship, just telling everyone about how he beat Brick in a squat off.
I'm sure Brick
As
just
you
let
would.
him. Her.
They.
And he's sort of like, "Where's Ulf at the moment?" Like, let's say it's the last day, or it's the last night before you're supposed to hit your target point.
So I'm down, just sitting amongst all the wreckage in the cargo hold, just like broken crates and torn up pillows and stuff all around me.
Could I go find Ulf in that last day?
Yep, sure.
In amongst all this mess?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ulf.
Captain,
Seen the cleaner?
beg your pardon?
Seen the cleaner?
No.
Neither have I. She must be late. Anyway, you've been down here for like almost 4 days now.
I had some stuff to go through.
Clearly. How's that working out for you?
Well, you know what they say, when one chapter ends, a bridge appears, and you cross that bridge and make lemonade out of lemons.
I think. Yeah, I think you got your Y across there somewhere, but that's all right. I get your point, and you bang on. I meant to tell you before, Oksana actually asked about you
What?
when we were talking. Captain to captain. And I'd like to think she was pretty honest. She seemed like an honest person. And I had obviously mentioned that you had spoken about her. Otherwise, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. She says that she hadn't heard from you in 10 years.
Aye.
What happened?
She didn't tell you?
Well, no, she said that you were lost to the void, or some. This is me reading into it. That you guys were all doing a job, and
Aye.
something went a bit awry, I think, and then they had to bug out, or no. Well, she thought you were dead because she hasn't heard from you in 10 years.
Because
So I imagine there was a fight.
Simon had told her I died.
Well, what actually happened then?
He lied. That's
No, no,
what
no, no, no,
actually.
no. Sorry, I mean, what happened to you that separate? Because clearly you'd been separated from him. You know what I mean?
Why must we go through my past every goddamn 2 hours on this boat?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I can leave you
Just,
to do your thing down here if you want.
I've run out of boxes.
I'm just trying to get my crew at peak proficiency, and I'll be honest, still, if I don't see you at peak proficiency,
I was her first mate.
yep,
We were husband and wife.
yep.
We raided together for many a year, and we were good. Things were good between us, and
Well, I imagine if the old crew was anything like the new crew, it would have been fairly impressive.
well, yeah, there was probably about 3 of them I saw that were still the same, not including her and Simon. We we had a job, and it was on the rock of Canal. You've heard of it?
Yeah,
Elven fortress, floating out in the far reaches of the sphere. We had a job there to raid a money train, and it was Simon's job to get all the info. He was the intel man for the job, and it was supposed to be a quick one, in and out, no fuss. So I was to take the lead, and I was to, start things off with a bang and set the conditions for the rest of the crew to come up and do their looting. And so I did. I made my way, snuck aboard the carriage, and found I found the coffers, and let's just say Simon's intel was dead wrong.
do you
Not only was there no money, no gold whatsoever, nothing of value whatsoever.
so it was a proper stitch up?
There was about 30 elven guards,
Yeah,
highly skilled, packing and ready,
yeah.
almost as if they knew I was coming.
By the sounds of it, I'm pretty sure they knew you were coming.
I sent a quick message telling the crew, warning them, and as they bound me in the chains, I saw that rodent off in the distance. waving his little clawy hand at me. I thought he'd tell Oksana and they'd come rescue me. 3 years later, nobody had come. And it took Jander Sunstar to break me out of that jail.
Yeah, I remember hearing that part.
That's where I met him. In the darkest hole of an elven prison.
Yeah. So what do you want to happen to Simon then?
Well, let's just say I want to grab hold of his wee little fucking furry nuts, pull them out through his nose, leave him hanging there, one out each nostril, and then punch him repeatedly in his nose.
It's going to be tough, but and physically tough, I mean. But I'm sure we can work on it. Look, I'm more
Honestly,
than happy.
I'd just be happy with throwing him off the ship.
Oh, look, that's much easier, but far less fun. What about Otsana?
Well, she was betrayed by him too.
What do you want to see with Otsana?
I want no harm to come to her. She had nothing to do with it.
Well, that, and I'm pretty sure she'd kick my ass, even as pregnant as she is. But
That
what
she
do
would.
you want to see happen with Otsana?
Give her what she's due and let her be on her way.
All right.
She's
Look,
clearly moved on from me. She's moved on from our pact. She
well, I think you can admit that
so
time does, well, situations make us do interesting things. And look, as crew, I'm more than happy like to get on the let's lynch Simon bandwagon. Could be good for a laugh. But I think if you want any possibilities of fostering a relationship with Otsana again, you need to tell her why you didn't talk to her. Why it took 10 years for you to call out to her.
because
And
I thought she had left me as well.
it's alright, be honest with her. But
It
that,
wasn't until Jander told me.
That's cold.
It wasn't until Jander, helped me figure it out that I realized Simon had betrayed me. And that was a while after we got out. Just before we met you, actually. I thought Simon would go tell her and they'd come rescue me. But she never came. And so I blamed her.
which is
for a good-
understandable. But at
I-
the same time, got to remember she doesn't see it the way you see it.
No, well, after speaking to her now, she definitely thinks that Simon's done the dirty with her as well.
Oh, there you go.
She
Not a
said
bad way to go then.
And this morning, he's got his bloody scabby little arms around her.
Well, look, she could be playing the same game that I'm trying to play, which is to not let anybody know what's really going on.
Doing a bang up job of that, Cap.
Well, it's, Damocles, he's got the right idea. Keep your friends closer and your enemies closer. Easy.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Means they don't see it coming when I hit them in the back of the head. Hoya, psh, psh.
You keep your friends close.
Yep.
And you keep enemies far away so they can't come close to you.
No. So you keep them close because they think that we're friends, but we're
But
not
then your
really
friends are
friends.
over there. So what happens if you go to knock one of them over?
Well, see, here's the thing. I can't travel. Like, I can run very, very fast, but I can't do the jump thing you do with your other your oof adjacent. I can't do that. So
That's
I
why
need to keep within arm's distance, remember? That's not very long.
Or you keep your friends close and your enemies far away. You have your friends there, so when the enemies eventually make it there, one, they're tired because they had to come all the way over.
True.
And two, you've got people there who have, more than just an arm's reach. You've got, Gilly, she can cast.
She can,
You've got,
and that's very valid. But and I don't want to bum you out, Oof, but there have been times where it's just been me, and that makes combat very difficult.
that's,
So I need to make friends, and I keep those friends close. But I keep
Right.
the people that I really don't like even closer, so I know where they are, I know what they're doing, and I won't be surprised. It's okay, Ulf. It works. Trust me.
I don't get it at all.
Trust me. I'll show you. It's easy. We'll use Simon as the perfect testing ground. And then when the time comes, you can do said nut pulling up nostrils. Boing, 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 boing. Trust me, it'll work. Look, we're about to get into a massive brawl. That should make you happy, and shenanigans will happen. Just, if anything goes awry, please make...
Up the duff, I don't particularly feel right bringing her into a fight.
I don't think anybody could stop her, mate.
No, you can't, but I still think, as horrible as their offspring may be, they deserve a chance at life like everything else.
Very noble.
But if we go putting her in danger, we're putting them in danger. So it just doesn't seem right.
I don't think I've ever asked you, Ulf. How well can you sneak around?
Better than average.
Alright. I think probably before we kick off in a battle, it'll be really... Oh, no. Shit. Well, it'd be great if you could tell her that, but the only way we can do that is through Billy. Because we're moving. I thought it'd be great if you could do it face to face, sneak on a boat, but it's not possible in the slip lanes. You should go get Billy. Go get Billy to send her a message. Just saying. You don't have to. Just my 2 cents. Think about it. How about that?
I should have had it out with her last night about it, but I was just so taken aback. Obviously seeing her for the first time in 10 years and seeing what he'd done to her.
Yeah. Do you think that their
don't
tails are
want
going to
to
come
think
out
about
like long and
don't want to
skinny
think
and
about
then
it.
really poof up
Don't-
like a squirrel and turn? Or
Great, now I'm thinking about it.
yeah, I know. I can't get it out of my head. Or maybe they've
So
got squirrel ears,
head
but a
with
wolf
it?
head.
No, it would clearly be a wolf body with squirrel eyes and fur. The instinct of aggression, but then also a massive amount of like jitteriness and the like insatiable urge to store things.
Like brick.
A winter that they would likely never see.
But would they be a meat eater? Or would they just eat like acorns?
Squirrels don't just eat acorns.
Sorry, acorn shells.
So I don't want to talk about this. I can't. Oh,
Look, I apologise. It just keeps
This was
popping in my head. It's
supposed to be my-
amazing.
those were supposed to be my pups, and now they're his mutant offspring.
Like Gilly.
Like, what if it had a wolf eye and a squirrel eye?
Billy! Billy!
Amazing.
Billy
Or
comes
like
around
a
the
little
corner.
squirrel head, but wolf teeth.
Billy!
Wolf everything and just little squirrel teeth.
Oh,
True
Brick.
Hello, Ilf. How can I help you?
We need to send another message to Otsana.
Sure thing. What do you want to say? I can prepare the spell. Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to her again. Is there a way you can... I have to speak through you, don't I? I can't talk to her myself.
Correct. Unless you, you could just go to her ship.
It reeks of effort, and I don't particularly feel like going in that chamber again. God knows what's happened in that bed. Oh, I need to have another bath. I was lying in the bed. I instantly just start like reflexively just shaking, like
Dry retching.
just shaking everywhere.
So you don't want the spell?
I do. I want a spell. Look, just tell Otsana, no matter what it is she's carrying inside her belly there, I don't think it's a smart idea for her to be charging headlong into battle with us. I'm happy to accept the assistance of her crew and her ship. However, I, for one, would feel better knowing that she wasn't in danger and she wasn't putting her
Okay, so he slings his banjo to the front.
horn.
Ding, ding, ding,
Bit of
ding,
poetic
ding, ding,
justice
ding.
there, mate. You know, Billy, just...
So Ulf says he would prefer that you didn't go headlong into combat pregnant or with your babies because that's bad. 25.
High five.
Ding, 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 ding.
God, you're good at this, Billy. I'm so proud of my crew right now. Oh,
Other than a day's work, and he sort of just dusts himself off and walks
That's
off.
not what I said. He
well, he had to shorten it off. You know, he had to condense it. Only gets 25 words. It's like
What is this? A Twitter feed?
that many words.
There we go.
was he paying by the word?
Yeah, it's sort of something like that. Anyway, you got the message out. It'll be right. Psych yourself up, Ulf, because we're going to a big fight. Big
Sooner we
fight.
get the hoist out of the way, the sooner I get to hang Simon up by his innards.
Yeah, boy. That's days, mate. Get on it. That was a strange creak. And let's psych yourself up. Go, Ulf, go. Go, Ulf, go. And I just walk off.
Okay.
Still singing?
No, I just sort of abruptly go, Ulf, go. And then just walk.
Just turns into a conga line up the stairs.
Well, if Brick just happens to appear and starts chanting, who am I to say no? I get on board.
All right. So
Done.
the last night goes without any troubles. You know you're about to come onto your quarry. Morning comes, space morning comes, and at any moment you know that this ship is going to get ripped out of spell jamming speed. Is there anything anyone wants to do?
Spell jamming across the
Psych
universe.
up the crew.
Hey, hype 'em up.
Psych up the crew, yeah.
All right,
Get
give it
everybody
to
up.
us.
Digga, 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 digga.
Everyone comes up, especially Zephyr.
Mr. Brick, take it away.
Oh yeah. By the way, it's been about 5 days since Brick has eaten anything.
Oh, didn't I try my protein shake?
You tried it, and it's the same effect. You yeah, just went straight down. Yeah.
Clearly just
It's a
teething
goddamn
problems.
sound effect.
So,
Blah.
Mr. Brick will have
Blah.
one. Mr. Brick has 1 level of exhaustion.
Fuck's sake.
We'll still be getting water though, yeah?
Water, yeah, so he can live.
Do I have like a compulsion to eat a bug, or do I know that I can eat bugs? Like, do I see a spider just crawling along the deck and I'm like, oh.
You haven't seen a bug yet, mate.
Bit of Renfield.
Mm.
Yeah, so no bugs on this ship. It's freaking clean except for Ulf's area. That's trashed.
Using the lavatory.
Not that part. The crates and all your bloody cotting. It's all cut to shit. Anyway, ding, 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 ding.
Everyone comes up.
Take it away, Mr. Brick. Inspire the crew.
Remember, you're exhausted.
Go, Ulf, go. Go, Ulf, go.
Go, Ulf, go. Go, Ulf, go.
Let's break things!
Go, Wolf, go!
Good team bonding. Your turn, Malak.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Right. So,
Do I pass it on or?
it's the dawn of a new day, Wolf. It's the dawn of a new day. The day that we have been waiting for with mixed trepidations and nerves. Today is the day that means everything. Today needs to succeed. We are about to board an unknown enemy vessel with an unknown amount of crew. And I admit that's enough to cause a bit of anxiety and a bit of fear. But harness that fear. Use that fear, because if we don't succeed, something much, much worse is going to happen, and we should be more afraid of that.
My head will explode.
That too. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding. Ulf's head will explode.
Oh, the lights blinking.
Yeah, well, I've kind of got used to it and I tune it out now.
Why am I with this crew?
It's Janda's fault.
Anyway,
Take that back, little one.
we need to
Hired us
succeed.
idiots to work with you.
Focus!
Sorry, Captain!
Jesus.
The blub moment.
Damn. Oh, God.
We need this to succeed. So the idea is that the Frost Dancer 2 will hopefully pave the way and create an opening for us to get on board their ship. Once on board, we need to locate an 8-foot tall cylinder. That cylinder needs to leave with us. By hell or high water, it has to come with us. I'm looking to Vinzu and Mr. Brick to make sure that gets over here, because it's going to be massive.
Oh, God.
He puts his huge hand on Brick's shoulder, who's all of a sudden a little bit bigger. It's kind of comparative now. He's
Bro.
Little-ish one.
Up to this champ.
me and the little one here. We've got this.
Awesome. And everybody else, we're in this together. Otherwise, we are not going to make it through. So look after
Genevieve does put a hand up.
Yes, Genevieve.
So, Captain, what is the plan? Do you want some of the crew to stay on board to pilot the ship, or are we boarding ship to ship? Are we dropping people off? What do you want to do?
Ideally,
And if so, who is staying behind? And who is going with you? Okay. Okay, I can do this.
old Joe will also be here.
Okay.
Euphemia?
Well, Euphemia will be mounting defences. But everybody else needs to come on board. So,
Are we leaving Wraith on the blister?
Sorry, say it again.
Are we leaving Wraith on the ballista?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, okay. Wraith,
Good, good idea,
Genevieve,
Mr. Brick.
He's
and
done it.
Billy.
Quartermaster of the Year.
I'm surprised you didn't try.
Captain.
You want Billy to stay on board?
No, Wraith,
coming.
Genevieve, and Bim
Yes.
Just
We'll-
stay on board.
will
He's
be
gonna live.
the crew of 3 to man the ballista.
Yep.
And everybody else will be Strike Team Alpha.
Okay. That sounds like a solid plan.
Captain.
Hmm.
Quick word. I'll sort of take him over to the side there.
Why is it that he always has to have a word privately with the captain?
I don't know, let's just humour him.
It's a dog thing, I
Uh,
think.
Captain, maybe we should break up the strike team to cover certain areas of the target. Like, for example, you've got Brick and Vinzu conducting the actual recovery of the asset. Then you can have, like yourself and Gilly, you can take the helm, or, myself and Billy, we can take the foredeck, that sort of thing. Like, we need to work out who's going to be where. Otherwise, we're going to have people running around bumping into each other, not knowing where they're going or what they're doing.
True.
I only, bring you to the side here because I don't obviously want to, point this out in front of the crew, thus undermining them. Trying to assist.
Give Ulf a pat on the shoulder, and I'm like, I appreciate that, Ulf, I do. But at the same time, don't feel you can't ask questions. It's always good to ask questions.
Right, you are.
But I think it's best if we just spearhead.
Oh,
We stick together, we push through to the cargo hold, and get that cylinder. At the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, Ulf. At the end of the day, if we can't take their ship, we get no other treasure, we have to leave with that.
I understand that. I understand that's our main priority, but have we tied in with the Frost Dancer too? Like, where they're going to be at what time, and what
We're
their
going to
scheme.
follow them in. So as soon as they charge, we slip straight in behind them.
Right, but are we the only ones who are going to be jumping aboard, or?
Oh no, they're going to do what they do. Well, they don't have cannons. They don't have
Right.
ranged weapons. So
Okay,
they're
we'll
no doubt
conduct-
going to go straight in, jump up, and in all that chaos, we're going to zip in behind them and head straight in for the cargo. So it's like an
Right.
old school dash in, grab, bugger off. Once we
Okay.
get that cargo back here, then we go back and help if they need it.
Good. So, do we have a rendezvous point afterwards, or are we just spell jamming straight out and heading back towards Brawl?
Well, we're only going to book it if it looks bad. We can send another message. Otherwise, if it's good, then we can just take our time and hang around.
From my experience raiding ships, I don't recommend hanging around.
Well, I meant
Especially-
only in the sense that if it's good, we've got control of the ship. We can take the time to move all the cargo and the spoils of war over, and then make our way out. That's what I mean. Not like hang around for days and days and days. We just do what we need to do, have a talk, figure out the plan, bugger off.
Okay.
We'll only book it to the Rock of Brawl if it's worst case scenario.
Okay. Now, what about a deception plan? Because you don't want to go directly back to the Rock of Brawl. We might need to, conduct a little fishhook maneuver there, just in case.
Yeah. We'll figure that out once we actually get it on board and go back. And I like that idea. We won't go straight back. We'll take a couple of diversionary tactics. Definitely. Good idea.
Well, I know that the Grove was a handy little hideaway.
It was. And I do have a means of getting us back in there.
Right. Right, Captain.
So, really good idea, actually. Food for thought.
That's
All right.
what I think. You know, when I'm not trying to pull a squirrel's nuts out of his nose.
Do you
Really
reckon
help.
the kids would have like wolf nuts or squirrel nuts?
Oh, please, not again.
Sorry. It keeps popping up in my head and it's very distracting. Anyway, good
It's very
hustle.
distinctive that you keep thinking of children nuts.
Hey, let's not go there. That's you. And I will back up onto the so, we are Strike Team Alpha. We are going to board that ship.
Strike Team Alpha!
I guess Bim, Genevieve, and Wraith can be defensive Team Alpha.
Okay. Defensive Team Alpha!
Woo.
You got a way of communicating, Captain, with the ship once we're on deck.
Yo. What was the question?
Do you have a means of communicating with the trash bin once we're on deck?
Well,
In case
yeah,
we
I can shout and wave. Billy's the one that can talk over very long distances.
I'll just sit down. I'm like,
So good night, Captain.
Oh, can you?
Yes,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that we did it at the Grove.
Shit and piss. Alright, Genevieve, you're on Strike Team Alpha.
Well, how about I just give you the stone and then we can communicate?
Oh, that'll be grouse. Thanks. Alright, I'll take the stone, put it in my pocket. Thanks, Genevieve. Good chat. High
You're
five.
welcome.
Good team player. Hey, turns out I can talk to Genevieve over long
I
distances.
heard the whole thing. I'm standing right next to it.
No, you can't have been. Anyway, I've got this rock and allows me, if I hold it, allows me to talk to Genevieve, so
Moving on.
we can do this thing. It's awesome. I feel I started this on a high until somebody distracted me, and now I've waffled.
I'm sorry. I just felt that there were some aspects of our plan that weren't planned.
No, it was all planned.
Was it?
Yeah. Yep. Solid plan.
Was it?
Because I, as Captain Malag, have the utmost faith in the abilities of the almighty crew of the Seagull Trashbin. And to this date, some 20 days into its birth, I, for the most part, am incredibly honoured to have led you down this path for victory. We've all learnt, we've all grown, and I hope that in the future we're going to have many more opportunities to do so. Get rich and retire somewhere nice and warm without any chaos. Oh, it'll be awesome. Go team!
Hey, yeah.
Thanks, Gilly.
All right. So, oops, the only one clapping. Why is
I
he
said, hey,
clapping now?
yeah.
Okay, so you know that it's probably going to happen soon. Being ripped out of spelljamming speed, so Wraith has sort of spent the last 4 days preparing people for defensive maneuvers and stuff, if need be. As was previously discussed, setting up weapons in certain places for fallback points in case you guys got boarded. He set all that up in those last 4 days.
Yep.
You sort of in your speed, like the whole time, the Frost Dancer has been behind you guys, and it sort of just rips up beside you. You look over, you sort of see Simon.
Give him a point.
G'day, mates. Ulf, are you still on deck?
Yes.
Okay. You see. You don't see Otsana on deck. He's like, it's a great day!
It's gonna be!
It is gonna be! I'm a daddy!
Timing couldn't be better! The fuck off.
What a glorious day! We shall drink later!
Give Otsana my best!
Will do, Captain!
How many are in a litter?
He sort of goes to turn around to head back down below deck, and he turns back. He's like, I have 3 sons!
And then Gilly swivels to the rest of the crew, and he's like, "Holy shit! They managed to survive birth."
It's a good thing, right? Oof. 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 Actually, I don't do that. I get my quarterstaff. Oof. Oof. And full length.
Don't you wish you had a power pole?
Are you alright?
I think he's.
I think he's broken.
I think he is.
Right before battle. This is not good.
Not...
It's okay. He can channel his rage.
Yeah, but I've not seen Ulf
think-
do that yet. Vinzu does, but
See,
He's broken.
I think he is
Have-
broken.
have you seen cats when they get really fixated on a moth and they stare at it for 40 minutes and then they eat it?
I think he's broken.
I think he's broken.
Wolf
too.
mothers eat
Yeah.
squirrel babies.
Actually,
there
yeah.
could've been
Will
8,
she, will
there
she
were only 3.
Could happen.
instinctively eat them?
I'd like to think not.
I don't know.
He's moving. Oof. Oof.
I'm not
Oof.
sure if life is a mercy or not for those things. Hey.
Vinzu, just heads up,
Just
hold
go.
him. I think he's going to pass it. He's gone.
He grabbed him at the last second. Vinzu grabs him. His huge hand.
Modesty blanket,
He sort of
anybody?
he just like cradles him over to like a bucket.
Yeah, we splash a bit of water or a lot of water.
Pours a bucket on him. Snap out of it, Ulf. We've got a battle to do.
Just gently walk over to Ulf and prestidigitation. Water goes everywhere. all off of Wolf.
Thanks for that. Wait now.
Yeah, Vinzu's like, what the hell?
I look at
Whoa.
Vinzu. Prestidigitation.
Stop it!
Back on the Ulf.
Stop it!
Malag. Ulf. Vinzu. Ulf. Malag.
Oh, look, we're in
Vinzu,
combat. Ah!
Vinzu.
All right. So
Ulf, are you with us? What happened?
Rick. Don't think about it, Ulf. Nothing happened, Ulf. We didn't talk to anyone. We're gonna go kill things.
Yes, we're going to go
Simon-
kill things.
It was a
Simon comes
mess.
back out on board.
Oh, shit.
And he sort of starts rallying his men. They're all gearing up.
Mass hallucination.
That's
Shivers
right.
are all going on.
It's my turn to do that now. So, like Ulf just went blank, I go blank.
He's gone
Imagining
barn.
what it's like to be able to inspire your crew without any distractions and hearing their cheers afterwards. And I just sort of
Yeah.
imagine the crew like, "Roar!"
They are cheering and they're cheering him. Simon, Simon, Simon.
Gilly climbs up onto a box.
Oh, I'm going again.
Axes,
You're like,
axes and clubs on the shield.
Yeah, when I hear the, I'm like, oh.
Simon.
hey guys. Guys.
Yes, Gilly.
I know we're all a bit shit, but we're better than that guy over there. And we're gonna
He pulls
fix
out his
shit up.
long thin sword, and he just like points towards like where he knows that they're going, and the ship sort of accelerates a little bit in front of yours.
Oh my god, look at him. He's a goddamn twat. At least we're not ponces like him. We're gonna do better. We're gonna kill more things. We're all gonna have a great time. No one's gonna die, except possibly people we don't like. Like the other people on that ship over there. So, let's all kill things. Bim's not gonna die this time, okay, guys? Just keep it.
I cannot
an eye on
cast that
Bim.
spell again.
Yeah, Bim's not gonna die this time.
No, because
So-
Bim's not going on the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
I will keep him protected.
So, we're all gonna kill things. We're all gonna have a great time. We're all better than the other ships. Okay?
Yes.
Let's go murder. Go team!
High fives all around.
Simon, a horn.
All right, I get Euphemia to...
Billy starts singing his wonderful song. Spell jamming across the universe.
Both ships get ripped out of spell jamming speed as the Frost Dancer 2 is in the lead. And you sort of see from a distance, you're coming up from the rear, you see a galleon. This shower ship, it does have guns.
Wow.
But you see the Frost Dancer 2 sort of start like accelerating faster than what the Trashbin can go. So
Yep.
it just starts pulling away. Sort of
No
goes
wonder
into
with a
sort of
name
like
like Trashbin.
sort of goes into like an inverted sort of position. And as you can imagine them hitting the enemy air bubble, you sort of just watch as these essentially Viking warriors with shields and axes just jump off of their ship and just land on the deck of their ship. Simon hits first, and then the rest follow, and it sort of just pulls out and makes its way out of up and out of range of the cannons, not to get shot at.
Yep.
At this point, and you see their crew go to work.
Yeah.
But you do also for a fact there's only about 20 of these Viking warriors plus Simon.
Yep.
And just a quick glance, you're counting on deck about 50 odd Xiao. Now Xiao they're no slouches in combat. They're more oriental sort of style combat.
Yeah. All right. We are going to try and pull the same maneuver. It might not hurt as soon as we get close enough, Gilly.
Yes.
You do your thing and try to hit as many of the Zhao as you can without hitting them.
Trying my best, Captain.
We need to even the odds up a little bit.
Wait, so we're going to do the same thing as them, where we go upside down?
Yep.
Great, and Gilly just scrambles up the mast, goes to the crow's nest, so that he can immediately just straight on.
Yep, well, fireball first. Fireball, clear path, we drop in.
Your ship starts making that maneuver, and as you get into the crow's nest, you notice a little bottle with a message in there, like a piece of paper that's curled inside the bottle.
Fantastic. In the bag for later. Might be somebody else's. I'll let them know.
It looked exactly like your one.
Great. I lost it. Got to throw it out again.
And it's you sort of invert over the Zhao ship. You look down, you're like, well, there might be more than 50 here.
So,
what do we do? Give me in order of table. We'll start bottom right for our viewers. So, Gilly, what are you starting with?
Gilly is going to where is it? So Gilly is going to do a wonderful twin spell fireball, please. Think. So that he can whack off as much of the crew as he can without killing Simon's crew, unfortunately. And yeah, just clearing a pathway for the rest of the gang.
All right, so most of the Zhao are sort of like they're scattered everywhere. The Frost Dancer 2's crew have just slammed straight in the middle, and they're just going to work. They're sort of like trying to like just go like they've obviously got like two teams that are going each way along the deck. So you're aiming at the front of the ship, the back of the ship. So you see more Zhao coming out through the back of the ship, like
Then
below deck.
I'm gonna blast there, trying to aim to get into the doorways as
Okay.
close to the doors as I can, so that I can just hopefully might just tunnel in a little.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so both hit.
Nice. Well,
And you just see. So what's that? 59 damage.
yep.
Jesus. You just see, and you. Yep.
Sorry, where is it?
No, sorry. But fix it for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's muted. Yep. Yeah, this is great. Great viewing.
Righto.
What's happening?
Good lull.
It is a strong lull. Is everything all right?
Crap, I've lost my spot.
How you doing the fireballs?
Two
Yeah,
fireballs into the doorway. 59 damage.
I thought I had somewhere an ability that I could pock up how much damage I was doing to my fire, but I can't. No, I've only got resistance to it.
You're not talking about maximize or empower.
Something dragon bloodline something. Oh,
Anyway, 59 damage. You hear the screams of approximately 30
there
Zhao
we
men as you immolate them and you make a massive, like, fiery hole straight into what would be the entrance to the lower deck, where you would imagine the common room would be in your ship.
nice.
That would then go straight to the cargo hold or straight to the living quarters for the crew. Okay, who is next? Jay or Ulfedna?
Right. We're not on their ship, are we? We're above it.
You're above it. You're like inverted.
Inverted. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. All right. And there's a gap in between sort of like the Frost Dancer's crew is like centered on like a circle, basically spreading outwards on the center deck. Okay, cool.
Simon's leading one of the teams essentially.
Yep.
That's leading towards the back of the deck.
Okay, cool. And the cargo hold, the doors for that are pretty much in the middle of where they are.
You've been on enough ships to know that that's probably where it is.
Yeah, cool.
Through the hole that Gilly just blasted and set on fire.
Yeah, cool. All right. I'll hop up on the banister there and clutch my spear at the ready.
Mhm.
I'll look to the rest of the crew. give him a bit of a nod. And just
Straight
leap
off.
down, just straight off, leap into it.
And there's a certain point after you leap off that gravity sort of changes from one ship to the other, and you sort of like you zoom it down. You all of a sudden you feel the urge to flip, and you land
Yep.
with your spear. I think.
Yep.
All right. Brick, what are you doing, mate? So you're on deck. Where did you want to land on deck, by the way? Oof.
Close to that entranceway to the
cargo?
hold. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Brick.
I'm pretty much going to do the same thing. Obviously, heading for the cargo hold as well. So yeah, I'll just jump.
Cool.
The old shovel at the ready.
Same deal. Exactly the same thing happens. You just land right next to Ulf. Vinzu follows you. Milo not far behind. Malag.
Yep,
Malag.
same. Just get the scimitar out and take a massive jump.
So the whole team, the whole like Trashbin squad, just lands in the entrance of this fiery hole that Gilly has created for everyone. Does Gilly jump off too?
Heck yeah.
All right, and lastly, Gilly sort of like slightly lands.
Severely.
Little bit of prestidigitation, add a little bit of fire crackle effect around me, just for a little coolness.
Okay, so you look straight into this hole, and there is, like I described before, there's about 30 just burnt to a crisp, like skeletons now of what were Zhao men that were here to defend this boat. You look behind you, and there is still probably near on about 40, 45 Zhao warriors, and there's a lot of focus on what Simon and his boys are doing. But then a few sort of turn back and they're sort of like doing double takes. Like, the fuck is, yeah. And then you sort of watch the trash bin up, sort of like make its way the other way to the Frost Dancer. So like it inverts and then just twists back out the other way, as you can imagine. Like Genevieve has the helm, or the sublight sort of helm, sort of makes its way that way. And the Frost Dancer would have gone the other way. Trying to keep out of both ships, trying to keep out of gun arc, so to speak. And that is where we're going to leave it tonight.
I was just going to ask how many guns they got running at the moment.
It looks like on either side, 6 either side.
Not for long.
Okay, and there we go. There's your.
Good one.
That is the end of episode 14 from season 3.
Ugh. Somebody walked on my grave.
Shut up.
All right, so sling it in the old Roll20 chat. Who you want for best role player? Yep. And yeah, anyone who's still watching and wants to give us a vote, this is your chance to sort of give one of the crew members a cheeky inspiration point, which this is what everything's been leading up to. So you could imagine that they'd probably need them soon. So.
What do you mean?
Viewer vote.
What do you mean?
Vote. Let's get an inspo in there. I think I've already given away 2 tonight on the download. I think Gilly got one, if memory serves. Can't remember exactly why, but
What did I do?
I can't remember. But it must have made me laugh or something.
The drawing.
Oh, yeah.
Drawing. Right, yeah, that was sick.
Which is now coloured and posted on the 20s for days. So if anyone wants to check out our Facebook page.
Yeah, that's it. Check us
Cheeky,
out.
cheeky,
Plug us. Plug everything.
cheeky plug. Come on, please validate us.
So check us out on Facebook under 20s for days, and
Instagram.
Instagram I think is 20_for_days.
Check us out on
If
the
you want to catch up on our previous
YouTube,
ones,
yes, good point. If you want to catch up on our previous shows, YouTube is 20s for days. All if you go to one of or if you can find one of them,
Definitely still.
the links are all linked to each other.
wow, so organized, like a cohesive team, unlike our crew.
And there's a lot up. Obviously, YouTube has a lot more of the videos, but Instagram and Facebook have a lot of the art. But I think more of it's on Instagram. I could be wrong. But
That's half, I think.
Yeah.
all good.
We're still
All
trying
right.
to work out how to link the accounts.
So no vote coming from the people. But that's fine. All right, but tonight's role player award goes to our good friend Captain Malag.
Hey.
Thank you. Not gonna lie,
It was close though.
thought it was
Very
going
close.
Brick's way.
No, it was very good all around tonight.
It was the whole school puppy thing. Every time it just kept coming back.
I think those pictures that Jay found last week were glorious
Yeah, I'll put them up on the Facebook.
because they are weird looking. Cute, angry.
See, you need to find a picture as well of a wolf with a squirrel head.
Yeah, I think I've got some of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, there was one
'cause
of them
all
that
I
was
was
like
seeing
small
was-
body but big head, and then vice versa.
Yeah,
And
I was seeing squirrel with wolf head, but no wolf with squirrel
Squirrel.
head.
There's
And
a lot
that-
of focus.
again,
That would
there's
just
your
be an
homework,
abomination.
There's a lot of focus.
It's just
It's very distracting, and it does puzzle Malag's mind. Very chaotic, you see. He's like, I don't like this. It goes against the natural order of things.
No, it's good gear. All right, so like we said before, check us out on our YouTubes and Instagrams and our tweeters. But until next Monday, eat more rice. See you later.
Have fun. Be
He's
well.
brought it back. He's brought it back.
have a
Bye-bye.
great time, guys.
There's.
Bye.